We are starting our 10th season. T-shirts are coming, and I'll talk about how you can help us celebrate. USA Hockey published their rule changes. I will go over the highlights. We are 3 weeks away from the start of the CAHA season. I'll give you a recap of what to expect. COVID is still here and expanding in certain areas. I'll cover the impacts COVID is having and speculate on the season. All this and alumni updates coming up next. I'm William Stone, and this is GSE News. Hi, and welcome. Hope you're enjoying the season so far. This is our 10th season. It's hard to believe that the little gem of an idea we had 11 years ago would have evolved into this. Back in 2011, I was president of Tri-Valley, and we had a AA team. We had AA teams, and with some reasonable but not consistent success. I felt that I wanted to offer these higher end players a better experience. I approached Larry Kahn of Vacaville, Chris Hathaway of Cupertino, and Mark Kyle of Santa Clara. The group expanded to include Darissa Watson of San Francisco and Robert Grande of Capitol Thunder. In other words, half of NORCAL was involved in preliminary discussions and creation of GSE. GSE wound up forming with Vacaville, Cupertino, and Tri-Valley. San Francisco would join a couple years later. It was a big risk. Would people shed their loyalty to their current clubs? Will the top-end players even come to our tryouts? Can three competitors, the three clubs, be able to manage these things without their egos taking over? We came together around a common philosophy, which is what we still have today. We're about what is best for the player. In essence, we have a player-first mindset. We aren't about money, hence we budget to a zero profit. The implementation of this philosophy includes putting the best players from a wide geographic area together with the best coaches. In 2012, before our first tryout, we put it on an open house event to allow players to come out and skate for free, meet our coaches, and hear our spiel. Well, people came in big numbers, which gave us the reassurance that we are on the right track. Our first tryouts had an even bigger turnout. At 12U, we were only fielding one team, but 55 players showed up. We stuck to our guns because we only saw one team's worth of AA talent. In that first season, we had 3 teams that went on to the CAHA finals, 2 teams were ranked in the top 30 in the nation, and 1 team won the state title and went on to nationals where they placed 8th. Every season after that got better and better. Now it's our 10th season, and that requires a t-shirt. Here's a preview of what it's going to look like, and we should have them soon. Also, if you'd like to help us celebrate our anniversary, and with your parents' approval, put together a quick video about what GSE means to you, or just say happy anniversary, or anything of that sort, and post it to your favorite social media site with the hashtag #GSE10. We will look at these videos and we might post them on our sites or even to this program. Alumni can make videos as well. Have fun doing your videos and keep them clean. USA Hockey has released its rule changes for the next 4 years, and here are the highlights. No more tag-up offsides. Previously, 14U and up teams were allowed to do this, but no more. So if the puck comes out of the zone and we still have players in the zone, we can't send the puck back into the zone until everyone is out. Otherwise, the linesman will blow the whistle and the play would be marked offsides. No more icing while shorthanded. Previously, 15U and above were able to do this, but this too has ended. So for all teams, icing will always be called whether you are shorthanded or not. Players that receive 4 penalties during a game will automatically receive a game misconduct and will be removed from the game at the time of the 4th penalty. The player will need to sit out the team's next game. Previously, this number was 5 penalties before receiving a game. Similarly, head coaches will receive a game misconduct now when the team accumulates a total of 12 or more penalties in one game. The coach will not be removed immediately, but will, instead, sit out the next game. Previously, it took 15 penalties for a game misconduct. All major penalties will have a game misconduct tacked onto it automatically. And finally, for plays that involve player injuries or potential injuries in prior seasons, referees had to evaluate whether or not a player caused an injury before calling a substantial penalty. Now the criteria is less narrow or more broad. A referee only needs to decide whether a player recklessly endangered another player, and if so, the referee can call or add a major game misconduct or match penalty. Okay, you are up to date with the big stuff. There are some rule changes with regards to face-off locations, but I'll let you look at those, and you can click the link on the description that we'll have below. The first CAHA preseason weekend is coming up on September 17th. Remember that CAHA is implementing a top 12 format for all ages except for 18U. So the top 12 teams in the preseason will move on to CAHA's AA League. If this is news to you, look in the description for a link to a prior episode where I describe the new format. For the first CAHA weekend, our 12U teams will be in Vacaville, the 14U teams will be in San Jose, and the 16U teams will be in Simi Valley. Our 18U team will be off until October 8th. The 18U division is not doing a preseason, but jumping right into a regular season. There are only 13 teams in the division. The top 2 teams at the end of the season will automatically advance to the state playoffs, while the next 4 teams will battle in a play-in format that will add 2 more teams to the state playoffs. For the 15 AAA, they schedule their own games. They do not have CAHA weekends. Their first game is against the Junior Kings, October 16th. Normally, CAHA requires AAA teams to play the other AAA teams 3 times. However, for the 15O division this season, they only need to play their opponents twice. The GSE website and internal Facebook page will have game scores updated throughout the season. In order to access our website, you must log in and to see your scores. For Facebook, you must be a member of our internal Facebook page. If you're not, let me know and I'll send you in the right direction. COVID is still with us and causing problems. This week, the FDA has approved the Pfizer vaccine. Some rinks now require a proof of vaccine for ages 12 and up for anyone that wants to enter their buildings. San Mateo, San Francisco, all the Sharks Run facilities, which is Oakland, Fremont, San Jose, and the SAP Center. It is only a matter of time before other rinks follow suit. In the description below, there is a link to a chart for NORCAL rinks that shows their COVID policies. Make sure you remember to bring your player's COVID vaccine card when you go to your games. I bought a plastic holder from the office supply store I'm using one of those lanyard holders that they use at trade shows. I would also take a picture of your card and put it on your player's phone, your phone, anybody else's phone that would take your player to a game. I would hate to see you travel across the country for a tournament only to be turned away because you forgot your card. As far as masks go, each rink is different. Pack a couple of masks in your player's bag just in case. As for now, the following rinks require masks on the ice: Cupertino, all Sharks run facilities, San Francisco, San Mateo, and Santa Rosa. There's a severe shortage of referees in California. I suspect elsewhere as well. It is no secret that people do not want to take the vaccine, and that includes a portion of our scarce referee pool. So we are short referees, and some will not be able to referee in certain rinks because of the vaccine requirement. This creates a big problem, and it may translate into reduced schedules, venue changes, or canceled games, at least in NORCAL. I've not seen anything like this in the 20 years that I've been involved in youth hockey in NORCAL. If you know someone that would make a good referee, we desperately need them. Have them go to usahockey.com/officials or contact seminars at NORHOA, that's NORHOA.org. I would hate to see this shortage affect your players' hockey experience. Ben Beester is headed back to Danbury, Connecticut to play another season with the Hat Tricks. This season, he's headed back with an A on his jersey. Ryan Yates signed with the Odessa Jackaloops of the NA. Clayton Cosentino, a GSE alumni and a Cougars alumni, has been named the 2020-2021 NA Community Service Award winner. Congratulations goes out to the Davis, California native, GSE alumni, and the NA Janesville Jets goaltender, Owen Millward, on being listed in the NHL Central Scouting final rankings for July's NHL draft. Leighton Stenman was drafted to the USHL's Sioux City Musketeers. Cade Herrera signed with the USPHL NCDC Junior Comets. Cade had an awesome season with the Ogden Mustangs: 34 goals, 57 points, 8 power play goals, and 4 game-winning goals. He was selected as Player of the Week and Player of the Month in the Mountain Division. He was also named the 2020-2021 Mountain Division All-Star. Asher Connolly and Lucas Billig were drafted this year to the NA3HL. Asher was drafted to the Minnesota Loons, and Lucas was drafted to the Northeast Generals. Devin Boldway is headed to play in the NA. He is playing for the Chippewa Steel. Devin was recently named the USPHL's Mountain Division All-Star. Alumni, while I have your attention, for our 10th anniversary, we'd love you to post a video to social media. It could be just an update on how you're doing, or what GSE means to you, or your favorite moment playing for GSE, or thanking your favorite coach. I'll leave it up to you. Just tag your video with the hashtag #GSE10 and keep it clean. We will review them and we may post them on our site or right here on this program. We look forward to seeing your videos. Have fun with it. That's it for now. Enjoy your season and stay healthy. I'm William Stone, and thanks for watching.